right, hello Instagram. I am sitting here in a coffee shop right next to my house, and I just finished the most wonderful immune support class here. And so I actually wanted to just jump on live because it's such a good class and there's so many people that are really wanting this information that I thought that I would hop on after I just taught and teach again for those of you that need this information and want this information. So today we're talking just all about the immune system, okay? Now, what's so cool about this subject is just it reveals the beautiful masterpiece of our body and how we were created to function. So our immune system and our lymphatic system actually work really hand in hand with helping to boost us, okay? So our really healthy immune system, right, response consists of the body's ability to properly identify pathogens and engage in a series of responses designated to prevent those pathogens from entering and targeting our cells and our tissues. Okay, so that's all really, that's all kind of scientific jargon right there, but I want to show you how these systems work together in our immune systems. It's a really important thing to remember when we're talking about the immune system, right? So what does the immune system even consist of? Well, it consists of your innate immune response. Now, that innate immune response is just when a pathogen comes at you, right? It is that first response of the body. It's that barrier that gets that prevents that pathogen from getting in. So that's your skin, your nails, your mucous membranes, things like that. That's that first line of defense when that pathogen comes at you, how you can combat it, right? Now, if that pathogen surpasses that innate system, then you're going to get into the adaptive immune system response. Now, in that adaptive immune system, that's kind of the heavy hitter response, right? So it's looking for that pathogen, and then it gets in there and it adapts to that pathogen and creates all these what's called lymphocytes that combats what that pathogen has done and is entering into the body. So we have the two, the innate, which is the first, and then the adaptive, which is the second. And then the lymphatic system, which is those lymphocytes, right, which actually is part of the adaptive response, which creates this learned ability of the body to combat what's coming into the body. So the first line of defense, that innate system, once a pathogen gets through there, then the adaptive system kicks in. So part of the adaptive immune system response, it's such a sophisticated defense mechanism because what it means is it has the ability to adapt over time. So when we are come in contact with different pathogens, our bodies can adapt. So, when we're babies, and I have 4 babies, so when they're babies and your babies get sick quite often, right, their immune systems are building, their adaptive system is building, and they're creating their immune system, right? So, people always say they think it's such a bad thing that their babies get sick a lot, and I hate that they get sick. Like, we don't want them to get detrimentally sick by any means, but it's okay for them to get these little things here and there because it's building that adaptive system. Whenever they get these little viruses and bacteria and things like that, that's their body's ability. They need to come in contact with those things so that that immune system and that adaptability can be lifted, right? We want that in the body so that as you grow older into adulthood, you have this really strong, awesome system happening for your body, and you'll have a really strong immune response, okay? So this, of course, can be detrimental if you make certain lifestyle choices, right? So in order to provide your body with the ability to have a good immune system, you need to be eating really good things. You need to be drinking really good water. You need to be getting sleep and rest. All of those things helps the body and helps the cells to have the energy needed to provide the safeguards that it needs for that immune system to be working and functioning really, really well. So this is another thing where I feel like essential oils are a great tool, right? And essential oils are not magic. They're not going to give you like this, super awesome immune system. We still have to look at diet. We still have to look at our environmental concerns. We still have to look at lifestyle. The essential oils are an amazing tool right? They come from nature. Our body responds to them just like it responds to eating a really good, nutritious meal, right? They are organic. They come from nature. And so they are something that we can use to harness to be able to use for our bodies, okay? Hi, how are you? So they're really important. They support at the root cause. So when we're looking at immune system response, right, using the oils can really help us work at the root. Now what's important is when you're starting to feel a little bit run down, what's the first thing that everyone always does? Well, they just kind of wait it out, right? Or they just keep kind of going. Well, if you're starting to not feel well, you probably should start taking care of yourself, right? You should maybe drink some more water, take a rest if you can. That is your body like warning signal, something's going on, and that's where you want to bring in your essential oils right away, right? Don't wait until you have a full-blown issue in your body. Start using your oils at the very beginning, at the very start, and not just oils, your supplements. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about supplements and things like that later on in this class. But that's a really, really, really important part, is to start at the front edge of something that's occurring in the body, okay? So don't wait, start at the beginning. So, oils. There's the good, the better, and the best of essential oils. You want to be using a really high potency essential oils. We recommend and use doTERRA. There are others on the market too, but we absolutely love and trust doTERRA. Their quality is amazing. You want to make sure that you're looking for a company that's very transparent in their testing of oils. Essential oils are not regulated. And so anybody can have an essential oil and slap on 100% natural, 100% pure label on there and it not necessarily be that, right? So you want to look for something that's really pure, because here's another factor. If it's not a completely pure essential oil, you will not get the same result in your body as you would using something that's very pure. So quality is so key and so important when you're dealing with something that's going to be used in this way in your body, okay? So they support your systems, and they support the functioning of the system. So like tonight we're talking about the immune system. Another night we might talk about the respiratory system, but oils support the body systems in their function, okay? So it's not necessarily the oil that is doing this, it's actually the oil supporting your body, and your body actually produces the results, okay? So they are natural and they're safe when used correctly. And there's different ways we use them. We use them 3 different ways. You can use them topically. One of my favorite ways to use oils is just on the bottoms of the feet. The bottoms of the feet have these great reflexology points, as well as on our hands and even on our ears. And so when we're massaging the oils into the feet, you can hit some of those reflexology points, and that's really, really helpful for getting to other areas of the body as well. And it's just a great entry point into the body, and it can get into the body in a really nice way all over. So that is topical. You can also just rub it on your belly, you can rub it on your temples, on the back of your neck, on your chest, really wherever you need it, you can put it on topically. However, we're never going to put the oils in our eyes, inside our nose. Some people have done it. Sounds crazy. Some people have done it. Or inside the ears, right? You're not going to take the bottle of oil and just drop it in your ear. That's no good. Don't do it. Don't do it. So anyways, those are some areas of caution. Also dilution. If you have sensitive skin, I really recommend dilution. For me, I actually don't have sensitive skin, but I love to dilute the oils because they're a little more time released when we're using some dilution with them. And this is any kind of carrier oil. My favorite is fractionated coconut oil, but you can use almond oil, jojoba, avocado, any kind of carrier oil. And you'll want to dilute it first and then put your drops of oil in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together, and then you can apply wherever you need it, okay? Something else is you don't need a lot. When you're using them topically, for me, I'm about 5'3", and on the smallish side, and so I don't need a lot. I need maybe 1 or 2 drops per application, and so you're not using a lot. My husband, he's about 6'3", and so he uses anywhere between 2 and 4 drops because he's just a larger person than me, but you don't need a lot. I think in our society we have this addiction to more is better. I know we do in Texas. Let's just say our homes are bigger, everything's bigger in Texas. And so you always think, well, I have an issue happening in my body. I'm going to put a bunch of oils. I'm going to do like 10 drops of oils and just hit this hard. Well, that's not necessarily going to make a bigger impact in what you're dealing with. And it's really just going to waste your oil because your body can't even absorb all of that oil at once. So start small and apply more often. That's a big tip when you're dealing also with the immune system. You want to stay on top of building up your immune system. So you want to do small doses of oils, even vitamins as well, small doses so the body can absorb it more often during the day instead of big doses every few hours, right? So they are very safe to be used with children when diluted. I have a whole kids immunity class that I do separate to this, so we'll do that a different night, but they are safe for that. Another way that we can use oils is aromatically, and that is an absolute crucial way to use them because they actually have the ability to cleanse pathogens from the air. So On Guard in particular is the immunity boosting oil that doTERRA has, and it's a blend of cinnamon and clove and eucalyptus and wild orange. It's a beautiful blend. It smells like Christmas, so that's a plus. But I use that and I diffuse it daily, okay? And it just does a great job of cleansing the air that we're breathing in. So when you're breathing in diffused essential oils, it's doing something for your immune system. It's doing something for your body. It's also doing something for your brain and your mind and your emotions that's actually doing something physically for your body as well. And so that's something that's really important. If we've been out and about and around a bunch of people, like school's about to start, and your family comes in, or you're out working at your job and you've been around a variety of different people, you want to come home and make sure that the air you're breathing is clean and that it's boosting your system, okay? Even my husband, when he worked in the corporate world, he would have a diffuser at his desk. And so his whole office got to experience the goodness of boosting their immune systems by breathing in essential oils on a daily basis. So that's a really awesome way to use them. And then of course taking them internally. Now not all the oils are safe for internal use, and you'll know this because on the doTERRA bottles, if you turn the bottle around, you will see that there are supplement facts on the oils that you can take internally. Okay, and we're not taking a lot. We're taking, again, 1 drop of oil internally, and you can put it in a drop of water and drink it down. Make sure you mix it first because oil and water don't mix. Or you can put it in an empty veggie cap, drop it in there, put the cap on, especially if you don't like the taste. This is a good option, and take it like a supplement. Or you can just drop it under your tongue and take it sublingually. Okay, so those are 3 great ways of being able to get it inside of your body in an internal way. Okay, so I use them all 3 ways every single day, and I love using them that way. So let's talk about some of these. Lemon essential oil is such a great oil for a very gentle cleansing of the body. Part of boosting the immune system is cleansing the body. When our body is clogged and filled with toxins, we have a really hard time functioning, okay? And our body systems have a hard time functioning. So what can we do to gently cleanse the body on a daily basis? A lot of people just squeeze lemon in their water every morning. That's really good for your digestive system, which is also really good for your immune system. But using the essential oil actually comes from the rind, not the juice. So you're getting something a little bit different from that lemon. And so it does a better job, it's much more potent, and it does a better job of cleansing your body. So I drop a drop of lemon oil in every glass of water that I drink all day long. My girls put it in their green tea with some organic honey every single day. And it does a great job of just helping us to gently cleanse our bodies, which boosts our immune system. Some other things that I really enjoy using lemon for is if I have a scratchy throat. Like I said, my daughters, they put it in their green tea with a little bit of lemon. It's a great way to soothe a scratchy throat. I deal with a lot of singers, especially as the winter months are coming and there's Christmas concerts happening and performing artists have all of their shows. they are combating the elements, right? And so they'll come to me and we do honey and lemon, peppermint sometimes, and it really does a great job of protecting their throat, opening their throat, and soothing it, okay? Also, you can clean surfaces with lemon. Great way to clean and reduce the bacteria around you. So you can just put lemon in a little spray bottle. In fact, that's what I clean my house with, and just cleanse those surfaces, right? Really, really important, and so easy to do, right? Very easy and very cost effective. And then of course we have Melaleuca. I love Melaleuca. Melaleuca is just tea tree oil. That's all it is. And so it smells a little herbal, so this is maybe not one that I would diffuse in the house alone. I might want to mix it with something else like a citrus or a peppermint. But my favorite ways to use Melaleuca is for gentle immune boosting. It's wonderful to use for kids, but it's part of my little recipe for boosting the immune system. So what I like to do, again, going back to the scratchy throat issue, if I have one, or if I feel just that itchiness, or you know, when you swallow you kind of feel it, I'll take Melaleuca and I will just apply it and rub it to the outside of my throat. And that, I couldn't, you know, I didn't believe it, to be honest with you. I read that that's what would be a good recommendation, and so one day I just decided to try it, and I didn't even think it would work, and it totally did. I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, that was so simple and so easy, just to rub it on the outside of my throat. Couldn't even believe it. So you can also apply this to the bottoms of the feet. This is another one to combine with lemon to mist on surfaces. That's really convenient for good sanitizing. And then of course, I already talked about On Guard, but On Guard, I cannot sing the praises of it enough. We do On Guard every single day. Okay, so it is one of those oils that you can use every day, and I recommend that you do. It's something that as a family we do on the bottoms of our feet when we before we go to bed, and then when we get up in the morning. It's just part of the routine. My husband also does a drop of it in his coffee just for a nice natural immune boost. And they even make these little tiny beadlets. They're so awesome. It's like a fourth a drop of oil in these little beadlets, and my husband likes to just pop them throughout the day, which is really great. I do it as well, and I also suck on the On Guard throat lozenges, which is a really effective way of just getting that On Guard in you, on you, and around you is a really, really, really good thing. I use it as my hand sanitizer everywhere I go, you guys. I even spray down my movie theater seats. So know that if you walk into a movie theater and you smell On Guard, I've probably been there. So anyways, I use it everywhere. I spray down my grocery cart, because what we're trying to do is boost our body, but limit those bacterias that are coming at us on a constant and consistent basis, right? And what's important about using something natural as a hand sanitizer like On Guard is that those gels, they have really yucky, nasty chemicals in them that actually kill off. They're great killers. They're killing off your good bacteria. And that good bacteria in your gut is what your immune system consists of. So you have to protect that good bacteria. When you're using something natural on your hands, that's what you're able to do, okay? So, love using On Guard. I also clean my house. We diffuse it daily. On Guard, awesome product. Oregano. Oregano is not one you use every day, okay, but it's definitely one you're going to want to have for immune issues, okay? It's a very, very hot oil, so this is not going to be one that you're going to use without dilution. Always dilute On Guard, okay? Even also when you're taking it internally, you could put a little bit of coconut oil in the capsule with it and take it internally, because it is a hot oil, so for some people can cause a little bit of an upset stomach. So just a caution there. Great oil though, really effective. Great to be used on the bottoms of the feet. So what I like to do is I like to combine lemon, On Guard, Melaleuca, oregano, and I haven't talked about this yet, but frankincense, and I combine that in a roller bottle, right, a little 10 milliliter roller bottle with fractionated coconut oil, and that is like my immune booster, and I like to rub that on the bottoms of my feet and my kids as well, often. Every day, morning and night, right? Now, for just everyday use, I omit the oregano and just do the other ones if I'm going to use it every day. If we're dealing with an issue, right now, then the oregano goes in that blend. Got it? You can also take that blend internally. I would just do 1, maybe 2 drops of each one in a capsule and take that internally for a good extra added boost. And do it immediately when you're starting to feel a little bit run down, right? And your body just needs you to be lifted back up, right? Needs that extra added support. All right, then we've got frankincense. Frankincense is awesome. We call it God in a bottle. It's just good for so many things, but especially good for the immune system. It really supports our cells, right? It's very supportive for cellular health. It's supportive for a proper inflammatory response in the body. So I really love it applied in that immune blend. And I like to apply it also to the chest. It really does help with dealing with some respiratory things. So frankincense is definitely one you're going to want to use too. And then of course, Breathe. Breathe oil is another one of those blends. It's peppermint, cardamom, eucalyptus, Ravinsara, I think rosemary. It's a great blend. We use it all the time, but this one's only for topical or aromatic. So we put it in the diffuser a lot, as well as rubbing it on our chest and on the bottoms of our feet. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blend for opening up the airways. Even putting it in the palm of your hand and then cupping your hands like this and doing nice deep inhales does a great job of opening it up and boosting our system, and especially if we've got anything happening in our chest. Okay. All right. So those are some of the oils that we use for immune systems. There's much more. There's like black pepper, which is awesome. Thyme, which is another one to use. Copaiba also is a newer essential oil to doTERRA, and it's beautiful for immune support as well as respiratory. But those oils as well are great. Of course, cinnamon and clove, those are in On Guard, so I didn't mention those separately, but all really good oils for immune support. So vitamins, it's really important, just like eating a good diet, that we're filling ourselves with really good supplements. So of course, a no-brainer is vitamin C, right? Vitamin C, experts agree that it's one of the safest and most effective nutrients. Just good old vitamin C. Now you want to make sure you're taking a really good bioavailable vitamin C that your body can absorb. Because sometimes taking some of those chewables that are hard packed, they don't absorb very well. So probably your most effective way to get vitamin C in your body is in a organic bioavailable powder. Okay, and you'll put it in, you can put it in. My kids are really particular, and so I have to like do freshly squeezed orange juice for them. Yes. And I put a little sprinkle of the vitamin C powder in there, and they can drink that down, and that's how they take it. But for me, I usually just do maybe a little bit of water and I just down it. Or you can put it in a smoothie if you want, just as long as you're getting it in your body. Now, it's not going to cure anything for you, right? It's not going to cure your cold or your flu, but it will prevent whatever going on in your body from getting more serious, okay? So preventing you from getting something a lot more serious in your, especially in your lungs and in your chest. Okay, so that is an important thing to do, is making sure that you're staying on top of your vitamin C. Now, the recommended dose is about 500 milligrams a day, but your body doesn't store vitamin C. And so whatever excess that you get will just be excreted from your body. So there's not really any concern for overdose. You can go up to about 2,000 milligrams is like the upper limit per day. And that's just to prevent any stomach discomfort. One of the side effects of taking in too much vitamin C is loose bowels. So stomach cramping and loose bowels. So you'll just go up to your tolerance and you'll be able to know that. But you won't have to worry about having any kind of overdose, right? So vitamin C, probiotics. I already talked about that gut health. Remember when we talked about sanitizing our hands with the right stuff? So probiotics is so important. Your immune system resides in your gut. We need that good gut bacteria. So everybody with the start of the fall needs to be on a really good high quality probiotic. doTERRA's PB Assist is one of my very, very favorites because it's double encapsulated, right? So it's got prebiotic fiber and it's double encapsulated so that when you take it and you consume it, and it goes through your system. It's not all just burned off by your stomach acid. And that's what happens with a lot of probiotics on the market. So you want to be looking for one that has that prebiotic fiber, and that double encapsulation really, really helps as well. So that's the probiotic of choice for me and my family as well. They have a kids one in this little powder. It's awesome. So really, really important. Take it daily, right? It's one of those things, especially if, let's say you had to take some antibiotics, which sometimes we have to take antibiotics, and that's okay. Now, I try and prevent that by doing other things, like making sure my system is boosted, and making sure that I'm living a lifestyle that is conducive for helping my body to feel good and to function well. But if my oils and my supplements, if these first things don't work, or I need extra support, for sure I'll take an antibiotic, right? But what's important is after that antibiotic, we want to make sure that we're boosting that good gut bacteria again by using the probiotics, okay? Elderberry products, either elderberry syrup. You can make gummies. You can also buy gummies. You want to make sure you're looking for good ingredients though, because you don't want any extra added sugars, because sugar actually decreases the immune system. We want to stay away from sugars. That's why everyone gets sick at Christmas time, Halloween, and Thanksgiving, because we're eating so much sugar. totally depletes your immune system, like in a big way. So be mindful of that. I know that we're all going to indulge anyways, but just make sure that you're taking your supplements and doing some really good things. So elderberry products contains high levels of A, B, and C and stimulates the immune system. They have been shown to help prevent the flu and speed recovery in those who actually have the flu. So by taking elderberry on a consistent basis is a really, really good idea. So you can take it in a syrup, a lozenge, a gummy. You can make your own. I know there's a really great person here in Spring in the Woodlands that makes it and sells it. Really great idea to buy it local. It's not hard to make. You can find recipes online. Another thing to do that's really fun is actually drinking kombucha. If you've not tried kombucha, it is a probiotic tea. I used to make it, and I just got out of the habit of making it, but I used to make it all the time. And actually at HEB, I found here in Spring, they have like kombucha on tap. So you get your big glass jug and you go over and you just fill it up. And they have all these different flavors. It's a company out of San Antonio, and they make the most awesome kombucha ever. I loved it. I think I got like this lavender spearmint flavor. It was so good. We've just been really enjoying it. So I'm excited to go and get more of my kombucha on tap. It is really great. Contains a variety of minerals, vitamins, enzymes. It's been used for a long time. It's really good for digestion. But those probiotics are what's really important. We really should be eating a small portion of anything that's fermented at every meal. So that's organic sauerkraut, that's really good non-sugary yogurts. If you can do dairy, it's what's it called? It's a water that kefir. There you go, kefir, and that's kombucha. All those things that really fill your body with that good gut bacteria. Really good things to consume, like half a cup at every meal of your day. Then, of course, the last thing that I'll talk about is colloidal silver. Colloidal silver is a great thing to use to boost the immune system, to have on hand. Now, this is not one that I use every day, but it is something that we utilize in our family on a consistent basis. It's antibacterial, but it does not create resistance in the organism that it is killing, okay, which is really important. So what is that doing? It's supporting that adaptive system of our immune system. It's antiviral. It actually helps to suffocate the virus, which is really great. And it speeds the recovery when you're recovering from things. Not really to be taking longer than 14 days in a row, right? And you can use it directly on the skin. You can take it orally, and you can even put it in a neti pot. You actually can. And I like the Trace Minerals Research brand by Dr. Axe recommends that one. He has a lot of really good information on colloidal silver. So if you're looking for information, I would go to his website. Dr. Axe, and look up, he has a really good article on it. So I really like that. And of course, you want to make sure you're taking a really good vitamin. I cannot say enough about, we have to start supplementing. Our diets, just for the majority of the population, we need something extra, right? We're just not getting the vegetables, we're not getting our leafy greens that we need to get. And so we need to be supplementing with something that's really going to feed our body. And the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack vitamin does that in a really beautiful way. It is powder packed into a capsule, which is really excellent because that's highly bioavailable to the body. It's not hard to break down. So when you get those hard capsules, you know, like the daily vitamins, they're really, really hard for the body to break down, and they're filled with crap. So please look for a high quality vitamin. What I love about the Vitality Pack is that it comes with a multivitamin. It comes with a cellular complex to help with our cells and inflammation. It comes with an omega, all in one. And they even have a vegan formula, which is awesome for those of you that are vegans. And it just does a great job of supporting the body at the base level. If we're taking care of our bodies at the base level with lifestyle, supplementation, then we're going to be doing so much better, right? Our immune systems will be humming, we'll be doing better. We're using our oils as tools for wellness when we need them, and we're going to be doing so much better. So that's just a little talk about the immune system. I hope that that was informative for you. If you've got questions, just message me. I'm really happy to help out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.